morning, it's Mark, top local lead generation. We're here with John Nieuwenburg of W5 Coaching in Vancouver. How are you doing today, John?
Doing terrific, thanks, Mark.
So John, as one of the world's premier business coaches, serving people all around the world, what makes for a great workplace culture in a small business?
That's an awesome question. I'm reminded of a comment that Lou Gerstner made. He became chairman of IBM at a time that IBM was going through a massive change from being a provider of mainframe big computers to being a consulting company, business management consulting. And he's famous for this saying, when I started as the CEO, I thought culture was important. And one of the things that mattered in building a business. But over time, I came to realize that culture was the most important thing. And what that means, obviously, is that you can have great strategy and you can have great marketing and you can have great sales, but the platform, the basis, the foundation for all of that is having a culture that pulls everyone together. So lots of times business owners in the small business world think about culture, but what they often don't recognize is that you don't get the culture you want, you get the culture you deserve. You don't have the culture you want, you have the culture you deserve. So if you don't like your culture, then it's up to you to change it. And you can change it. I'm going to give you 6 keys. So the 6 keys to having a great culture starts with strong leadership. That would be you, the owner. So if the owner wants a better business, first the business needs a better owner. And that means that that owner is better at his or her leadership skills, their delegation skills. And leadership really is your ability to bring people together into a vision, into a picture of a future that's better than they have today, in a way that does that so that it gets people to engage in an enthusiastic way. So it starts with strong leadership. And then secondly, it has to do with having a common goal. Does everybody in your workplace, everybody that you employ, are they aimed at achieving the same thing as you are? And how do you know that for sure? And the third part of that is to have an action plan. So you, the business owner, has an action plan, presumably. You've got a plan for how you're going to get from here to there. But if your people, your team, don't have their action plan and have that weave and tie together to your action plan, then your hopes of achieving your goals are obviously eroded. And then fourth is to have rules of the game. And this is really where the culture part comes in. And, you know, we're in Canada, so let me give you this quiz. If you knew someone who was a great skater, a great stick handler, and had a great shot, could they play hockey with all those skills if they did not know what the rules of the game were? And clearly they can't, right? It's as obvious can be. So what are the rules of the game in your business? Are they, as I say, written in stone? Why are the 10 commandments written in stone? Well, they're written in stone because we never debate what a commandment is. The 5th commandment is thou shalt not kill. There's no debating that. The only thing we're left to comment or observe about is whether or not we've lived up to that standard. And then the 5th is to have support risk-taking. If everyone's afraid to take risks, well, you'll never have people achieve their very best, because their very best means that they have to risk being wrong sometimes or risk being a failure sometimes. And if you're intolerant of that, then people will start to hunker down, shelter down, and not try to do the very best they can. And then the 6th and the final thing is 100% involvement and inclusion. And those are 2 different sides of the same coin. 100% involvement means that everyone's involved in achieving what you want and everyone is included in that achievement. So those are the 6 keys. Do you have strong leadership, a common goal, an action plan, rules of the game, where you support risk-taking, and 100% involvement and inclusion? If you've got those things, chances are you've got a great culture. If you're happy with your culture, congratulations. If, on the other hand, you're not happy with your culture and want some help in trying to figure it all out, maybe we should get together and have a chat.
So I don't know about you guys, I was taking notes. to help my business. I always pay attention when John's talking, and he has been a great help in our business, and he can help yours. If you want some help with culture, John at w5coaching.com, or check out his website, w5coaching.com. Thanks, John.
My pleasure. Thanks, Mark.